Hello. Today I'm proposing that the university take my findings into consideration to implement a wellness workshop that addresses mental health concerns that affect incoming Michigan students. I will specifically be talking about the implications of imposter syndrome in people of color and why it needs more attention by the administration and campus community. To start, I want to address mental health on campus as a whole. A review of 40 studies looking at college mental health has shown that there are 7 themes of stressors that are common in college campuses, with 3 significant ones being expectations, academics, and DEI. Out of 40 papers that were reviewed, 75% showed internal or external expectations to be a significant stressor in college students. These expectations could be personal standards for success, peer pressure, parental or societal expectations, and more. Similarly, 95% of studies were coded for presenting academic stressors such as grades or exams, and 30% coded for DEI stressors, saying they did not know how to navigate challenges of having a different identity or interacting with people who have different identities. Digging a little deeper, it became clear that people of color face unique challenges within these 3 themes that can build up to imposter syndrome that can be difficult to navigate through in a demanding college setting. People of color that are first-generation students or come from low-income families are particularly at risk. These students are put in a position where they are both trailblazers and role models, which equates to a lot of pressure being put on their academic and professional successes while also dealing with harmful stereotypes about their capabilities. So what can the University of Michigan do? Turns out there are many steps that can be taken to alleviate some of the stress put on people of color. Knowing that people of color are less likely to seek out mental health support, it is important for the university to act on its commitment to promoting well-being and making the mental health of people of color a priority. They can do this by offering a range of programs and services that address the needs and work to dismantle harmful mentalities in a respectful and proactive way. Here I will present how a first-year experience workshop that addresses imposter syndrome could be structured. This workshop would be similar to workshops already offered by the university, such as Relationship Remix or Change It Up. There are 3 main components that need to be included: an introduction to imposter syndrome, a discussion on ways to combat this mindset, and facilitated activities on the application of these strategies to individual cases. Imposter syndrome is the feeling of being a fraud or that all of one's achievements happen by luck or errors. This description of imposter syndrome, along with examples and continued discussion on how participants have faced imposter syndrome, are important to include. It's also good to convey that it's okay for students to be less than perfect. Additionally, it's very important to dismantle harmful stereotypes that affect people of color. This could include implicit biases that cause discrimination against people of color, such as perceptions of different accents or African American vernacular English. Addressing stereotypes would help non-people of color learn about how they might be perpetuating harmful ideas without putting the burden on people of color themselves. Then, some time would be set aside to discuss strategies to combat these feelings through a combination of recommendations from the facilitators and suggestions from participants about what has worked for them. Some of the proven strategies include giving these thoughts a name to transfer shame away from yourself and onto the imposter syndrome itself, or reminding yourself of the things you're good at and realizing that nobody is perfect. The final application component could be individual or in small groups to reflect on how the presented material affects each person on an individual level and how they will use what they learn to combat feelings of imposter syndrome. This way they have time to synthesize their thoughts and think about how they will take this information with them throughout their college experience. This workshop format has been proven to help reduce feelings of imposter syndrome, and the application of this workshop to other common college stressors would help students go through college with better mental well-being overall. I hope that you, the administration at the University of Michigan, will take these needs into consideration and work with students to build this workshop and prove that mental health is at the forefront of your priorities when building a world-class community here at the University of Michigan.